Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I want to talk about Streamer University, the streaming event which is going on at the moment. You cannot go on any social media platform without hearing about it. There are hundreds, if not hundreds of thousands of people watching it. I personally could not be fucked to watch it. I couldn't give less of a shit, if I'm being honest. However, I'm going to talk about it in today's video because I feel like it really exposes a few things, because there's genuinely some stuff which is obviously it's good. There's a lot of positives about it, but there's a lot of fucking negatives which I'm seeing. I'm seeing like a bunch of clips over my TikTok For You page. And, you know, don't get me wrong, I don't know most of the context to these clips. I barely know any of the context to these clips, but I do want to talk about it. I feel like, you know, this is something that there's only ever been once before, and the second time, well, I don't know much about the first one, but the second time, yeah, it's brought up a few controversies. The first one I want to talk about is how it's actually exposing people who have taken this once in a lifetime opportunity to learn from all these successful streamers and just thrown it away. Okay, there's been multiple people who have gone home, which I don't get. You know, you get picked out. I think I saw somewhere there was like 1 million entries to this. I wasn't one of them, but there was like 1 million entries to this university, and you get picked during the top, I don't know, I think it's like 150 or something, like that's how many people went, and you leave because you're antisocial. Listen, like, what the fuck, first of all? You have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to learn from people who are doing what you want to do, and you just decide to leave. I don't get that for a fucking second. And secondly, you can just go to the fucking classes. You don't need to get involved with people. You can just go to the classes. I really don't get how you can throw away a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity like that, especially if you're a small streamer there. Like, when else are you going to get this opportunity to learn from the successful people who are there? Learn from the people who are in the top 100 of Twitch streaming. When else on planet Earth are you ever going to get that opportunity again? And my next point leads alongside of this. It's the fact that people aren't showing up to the lessons. I saw a video of a guy saying, "Oh, I didn't skip your class. It wasn't on my schedule." And I think it was Ludwig who he was saying that to. And like, Ludwig just didn't give a fuck. And I fucking respect Ludwig so much for that. At the end of the day, he couldn't give a fuck whether these people are successful. Why would he? Why would he give a fuck whether you are successful? He's going to give you all the advice to make you successful, or whether you become successful doesn't affect him. But like, he said something which really stuck with me. And it really stuck with me. And he was like, "You're just not hungry enough." Fucking cook, man. Bro, honestly, if you get this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and you don't turn up to the lessons because you want to goof off, you just want to go to Streamer University to say that you're working towards your dream just so you can mess about. Like, you are not hungry enough, okay? If I was there, I'd be turning up to every single lesson, doing every single piece of homework, trying to talk to as many people as I possibly could, because when else am I going to get this opportunity to be able to learn all this stuff, be able to do all of this stuff? Never. They're literally handing out cheat codes, and you are given the fucking ball. All you have to do is make the shot and make that stuff work out, and you can't be bothered to fucking turn up? Are you fucking serious? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, you know how many people probably applied which wouldn't waste it, and here you are not even showing up to the lessons? Like, that's crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy. The next thing I want to talk about is how the fact that I've seen a lot of clips, and recently I'm seeing more and more clips where it just turns out like they've just turned into some people there have just turned into a bunch of bullies. And like, they're running around like they're actually back in school, just bullying people, throwing shit on people, taking Lacey's wheelchair when he's tore his ACL. Like, they've just turned into like a bunch of bullies and shit. And like, obviously that may not be the case, but from what I've seen, it looks like that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like, what the fuck, bro? You guys are there to learn and make your dream come true, and instead of making your dream come true, you turn into being a bully? What? I don't get it. I don't get how people can be given a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and just not give a fuck about it. It doesn't make any sense. It really does not make any sense. And, you know, obviously, like, the good things of Streaming University, it gives these small creators a chance to be able to learn from the best, you know, spend time with big creators, improve their following, get some people to achieve their dream and shit. And, like, all this positive stuff is just completely overshadowed by the fact that there's people who aren't taking it seriously in the fucking slightest. Like, seriously, like, it's like being given a bar of gold and then chucking that bar of gold in a river because it's funny. Like, why would you do that? You've been given something so valuable and you just throw it away to have some funny moments. And, like, you already know, like, after this shit happens, right, most of these people will never be heard from again. You will not hear a single peep out of most of these people ever again, okay? How many people do you think are genuinely going to be relevant after this? Maybe 3, 4 people. That's about it. Like, I don't see how any of these people will ever make their dreams come true after what they do at this place. Like, it just really surprises me how fucked up this whole situation is. And I'm talking like I really give a shit. I really don't, because at the end of the day, whether they make it or not affects me no way whatsoever. Like, I can't really give a shit whether they do what they want to do or whatever the fuck that is going on. But it just sucks because I know for a fact there's hundreds, if not thousands of people who genuinely would not waste an opportunity like this. And these guys are because, you know, why not? It doesn't sit right with me, you know. Like, they could be doing so much more and they're just not doing it. But that's all I have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.